So, what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is the Ryan here.
And wow, it's actually been a while since we've done anything related to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, it's been a while since Scott has actually updated his website, and especially something like this, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Now, before we actually get into the main bulk of this video, we first want to talk about a couple of things, because I think a few people are getting confused with what this image actually represents. But before we actually get into that, as I've said before, we're just going to talk about some things relating to FNAF and the channel.
Yeah, so it's come to our attention that a lot of you are actually commenting on our non-FNAF related videos, updating us on the updates on scottgames.com.
Yes. Now, believe it or not, guys, we are mostly aware of almost all of the updates, I'd say within the hour of these things actually going live. We've known about this thing from yesterday, but the more important message within this is that we will only be checking our Five Nights at Freddy's videos for user comments on future teasers. So, if a new teaser pops up, be sure to comment only on this video, because any comments on alternative content will just straight up be deleted. And a final thing also, just for you newcomers who are actually enjoying the gaming content, is that all of the Five Nights at Freddy's videos will never replace a gaming video. These will only be uploaded on top of all the other uploads. So, for example, there may be 3 uploads with the Five Nights at Freddy's one serving as the extra one.
Yes, definitely. So, moving on to this actual update itself, a lot of people are confused as to whether this is an update for FNAF World or the DLC, and I think we can safely say that this is an update for the DLC.
Okay, so the first update that actually happened to Scott Games was that the website went in all black. And actually, all that happened was the Scott Games logo changed its color, and we could see one of the small dots underneath the scottgames.com logo itself illuminated with a very peculiar color, which is highly relatable to a seasonal theme around this time, which of course is Halloween.
Yes, that color obviously is orange, and orange relating to pumpkins, pumpkins relating to Halloween.
Exactly. So there seems to be a big connection with this teaser image here, guys, definitely relating to the Halloween update. Now, another thing which safely confirms this too is the fact that the whole Five Nights at Freddy's World thing has completely disappeared from the website, and the whole feel is just completely different altogether.
Yeah, it's gone back to its old terror kind of roots almost.
Absolutely, we can definitely feel the horror vibes coming from the website's dark and dismal appearance. And now we're going to be moving over to the actual head, because I think it's safe to say this is most certainly Nightmare Bonnie's head.
Yeah, this almost looks like a head on a stick, and it reminds me of the Freddy Fazbear on a stick in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 in the doorway. And we know that obviously the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 theme of that whole thing was a horror attraction, so maybe Scott's trying to merge the two together in a certain way, maybe.
Interesting idea, because of course there was the Nightmare mode in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and we've got these Nightmare animatronics. There's a big link there. But I think another thing as well which confirms this head to be Nightmare Bonnie is the fact that the left socket from our perspective, or what would be the right eye socket, actually has the hole going through to the back of the head. If we get jump scared by Nightmare Bonnie, we can also see this there too. So it seems like these things are going to be actually taking place, and maybe we're going to see each of one of these kind of jack-o'-lantern type things for the main characters of Five Nights at Freddy's 4.
What we know about the DLC right now is that all it's going to be is challenges added to the game, and a twist on a familiar minigame known as, well, it's obviously going to be fun with plush traps. So
yes,
it just makes you think if these little jack-o'-lantern type figures are actually going to be in this part of a theme for a new scenario for this whole minigame.
Yeah, and I think that would actually be a nice little update, because of course one of the first things that actually clicked with me is that once I established this guy to be Nightmare Bonnie, I pretty much assumed, and I think it's safe to assume as well for the future, that we're going to be seeing each of these Nightmare animatronics in the same format, with kind of like the head on a stick.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of like these guys are going to be used for maybe like a display prop, and I think it seems highly relevant that maybe this is how they'd be used, because one of the first things I actually thought as well is thinking back is, imagine if these guys were actually in the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 house, yet they were still attacking you. It wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense, would it?
Yeah, well then again, yeah, it's just the sticks attacking you. It wouldn't really...
Exactly, or if we just saw the sticks and also the fully built animatronics, it'd be a bit of a contrast to maybe what this is trying to represent.
Yeah.
Now, considering the actual appearance of this Nightmare character as a whole, and just the fact that we're not actually seeing the body, but maybe just the head and the spinal cord, which, well, when you think about it, it's kind of morbid in some ways, it does make you think that these guys are definitely not going to be attacking you anymore, but they're definitely going to be used as some kind of display prop, maybe in the background. Now, something I thought that would be insanely awesome, but it's not going to be confirmed and we're not confirming anything, is if in the Fun with Plush Trap scenario, the whole environment is different, or maybe it's been done up to look like some kind of Halloween establishment, which, I don't know, may drive home the game factor, I suppose, of it.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome to see, in honesty.
Yeah.
He has had a lot of time to work on this as well, so, you know, he's got no excuses. We know Scott to literally make games within months, so he'd be able to really perfect a kind of mini-game.
Absolutely. I mean, when we think about Five Nights at Freddy's World, Scott was building 5 to 6 of these guys a day.
Yeah.
It was insanely quick when he was updating the website. It was pretty much throwing these guys straight in the image. So Scott using some old assets from the previous games, I think we're probably going to be expecting quite a big update. And I mean, it is the final Five Nights at Freddy's game also in the main horror trilogy, so, or should I say quad trilogy or whatever you'd call it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting what he does with it. But either way, I think it's going to be nice and it's definitely going to be themed around the Halloween aspect of it.
Definitely.
So there we have it, guys. That was, of course, talking about the newest teaser image on scottgames.com. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and be sure to comment down below any of your thoughts in relation to this teaser image and also future teaser images to come.
If you guys did enjoy this video, why not leave a like rating down below, and if you're new to our channel, why not subscribe for more interesting videos like this and other gameplay videos.
So thank you very much for watching the video, guys. We do hope you did enjoy, and we'll, of course, see you on the next one.
Goodbye, guys.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?